morning, students. Today we will study about methods of separation in chemistry. Understand? That means we have studied till mixture and types of mixture. Everything till here I have studied. I have explained properly. Now today we will study about the method of separation of mixtures. Understand? Method of separations. Method of separation of mixture. Understand? So in this, first we have to study about sieving. Sieving. This is the process of separation. First we have to study about sieving. What is sieving? Sieving means that if we have a mesh and on that mesh like this. If we have a mesh, and here what happens, we have tiny pores on its surface. Understand? Something like this we have. Understand? A tiny pores. What is this? Pores. Understand? This is pores. And what happened? We will place in this mesh. This is known as mesh. Understand? This is known as mesh. This is known as mesh. Understand? What happened? On this mesh we will pour something, and what happens? The smaller particles will pass through the pores. The smaller particles, the final particle will pass through the pores when we shake it. Understand? When we shake it like this, when we shake, what happens? The small pores will, from these small pores, what happens? Those tiny particles of that material, of that mixture will pass. Understand? And the bigger particles will remain in the mesh. Understand? And the bigger particle will remain in the mesh. This process is known as sieving. Understand? You all have seen your mother in the kitchen that she is sieving. Understand? She used that sieving. You know that in Hindi what we say it as chalni. In Hindi we say that आटा को चाला जाता है उसमें. Understand? Yes. That is known as a process. That is also a process of sieving. You will see in your in the book, it is there, diagram is made over there, you can see from there. Understand? In the construction sites also, what happened in the construction sites? In construction sites also they have this type of sieving pad, we can say a sieving pad like this. They have a sieving pad. Those who have seen, they all know that it is something like this, very tiny particles. Understand? Very small, very fine. Understand? What happens through this sieving pad used in the construction site to remove those bigger particles, which is known as waste material. Understand? And they collect the more important finer particles which is used in the construction site. Understand? Yes. So this is used for the morang. You all know that. मोरंग को चालने के लिए. अंडरस्टैंड? दिस इज यूज इन द कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट. मोरंग को चालने के लिए यूज किया जाता है ना, टू गेट द फाइनल पार्टिकल ऑफ मोरंग. अंडरस्टैंड? सो दिस इज अ प्रोसेस नोन एज sieving. Understand? Sieving is a process in which we have to shake the mesh particles smaller than the holes in the mesh, smaller than the holes in the mesh. These are the holes, pores. These are the holes. Particle smaller than the holes in the mesh pass through, and the bigger one remain on the mesh. That I have told. Bigger one will remain on the mesh. Thus, particles are separated on the basis of their size. Particles are separated on the basis of their size. This process is called sieving and mesh. Understand? Small and fine sieves are used in the kitchen to separate bran and other impurities from flour. Flour means atta. That I have told. What happens? They are used. You all have seen that in the kitchen. Your mother and all will use this process to separate those impurities from the flour. Understand? Those impurities are in the form of bigger size. Understand? And that flour is very teeny, that it will pass through the pores of the sieve. Understand? So by this we can separate the impurities from the flour. The impurities remain on the sieve and the flour passes through. Bigger sieves are used at construction site to separate stones from sand. To separate stones from sand. Understand? So it is also used in the construction site, that I have told, and also in the kitchen. You all have seen all these practical examples that we all have seen in our daily life. Understand? So this is the process of sieving. Understand? Now next we have to study about magnetic separation. Next we have to study about magnetic separation. That will be the second process of separation. Understand? It is used for the, these are the physical process. Understand? These are the physical process. Understand? Yes. Physical process for the separation of mixture. Magnetic separation. Magnetic separation. What happens in magnetic separation? In magnetic separation, like we have a tray, a dish, we can say. Understand? We have a dish like this. Understand? A china dish, or you can say anything. Understand? And on that, what we will see? There are kept some sulfur particles. Understand? These are the sulfur particles. Sulfur particles. Understand? Sulfur particles. Understand? And it is mixes with, we have to make it a mixture. How do we make? We will place in this a teeny particles of iron also. Understand? A small teeny particles of iron. Sprinkle iron we can say. Sprinkle iron also we will add on this. Understand? Sprinkle iron we will add on this. These dots are the sprinkle iron. Understand? So this is the mixture of sulfur plus iron particles. Iron particles. Understand? This is the mixture of sulfur and iron particles. Now what we will do? We all know that magnet attracts iron easily. Magnet attract iron easily. So this is known as a magnetic separation method. What we have to do? We have to place a magnet. Understand? A bar magnet over here. Understand? A bar magnet over here. And what we will see? We will see that when we will dip it means when we will, this is a bar magnet. Understand? This is a bar magnet. Understand? This is a bar magnet. This is north pole, this is south pole. Understand? This is a bar magnet. What we will do? We will dip that bar magnet inside that mixture of sulfur and iron. Inside the mixture of sulfur and iron. Then what we will observe? Now see what we will observe. As soon as we will dip it, and we will, after dipping, when we will take that bar magnet out, what we will observe? We will observe that here on this surface, a teeny particles of iron is fixed over here. Understand? A teeny particle of iron is fixed over here. Understand? Get attracted. Understand? What is this? What is this? This is teeny particles of iron from mixture. Understand? Teeny particles of iron from mixture. So this is the process of separating iron from the mixture, known as magnetic separation. Understand? Known as magnetic separation. It is also given in the book. Understand? So now I am reading. Iron is attracted by magnet. It is written there. Iron on page number 31. Iron is attracted by magnet. So if you move a magnet through a mixture of iron filling and sulfur. Understand? This is a sulfur and mixture of iron and sulfur. Understand? The iron particle cling to the magnet. Cling means get attracted. Understand? Iron particle will cling to the magnet. Sulfur is not attracted by magnet, and so the particle of sulfur are left behind. Thus is a mixture of iron and sulfur separated. A method such as this is called magnetic separation. So this method is known as magnetic separation method. Understand? So this method is known as magnetic separation method. Next we have to study about sedimentation and decantation. Understand? Sedimentation and decantation. So you all know that some scraps mean kuda. Understand? Kuda kawada, scrap sites. We all see that in our city. What happens? There are many places where scraps are kept. Understand? City scraps are dumped over there. City scraps are dumped over there. Scraps means कूड़ा. कूड़ा एक जगह पे, हम लोग कई जगह देखते हैं कि वहाँ पे क्या है, रायबरेली में अपने क्या है, बहुत सी जगह ऐसी हैं जहाँ पे क्या है, शहर के कूड़ों को लाकर क्या कर दिया जाता है, एक जगह डाल दिया जाता है, डंप कर दिया जाता है. Then what happens? We have a machine. Understand? We have a machine known as crane. What happens? That crane, in that crane, a big magnet bar is fixed on that crane, and what happens? We will dip that magnetic crane, inside that dump waste, and what happens? Because of the attraction, magnetic field of attraction created by that magnet, a huge magnet, what happens? If there is any iron material is placed on that dump, what happens? It will get attracted, and by that we will find some valuable thing which we can use to make it more useful in our further life. Understand? In our life. Understand? So that is also a process. Understand? Now next we have to study about sedimentation and decantation. And we have to study about sedimentation or decantation. Sedimentation or decantation. So see what it is written in the book. First we will read the book. Sedimentation. Suppose you have a solid liquid mixture in which the solid is heavier than liquid. We have a solid liquid mixture in which solid is heavier than liquid. We all know solid is heavier than liquid. Example, a mixture of sand and water, in which sand is heavier than water. If you allow the mixture to stand for some time, the solid will settle at the bottom. What happens if you will allow the mixture for some time? What happens? That sand will settle down. Understand? The solid will settle down at the bottom and the liquid remain over it. This process is called sedimentation, and the solid layer at the bottom is called sediment. That solid layer at the bottom is called sediment. The liquid above the sediment is known as supernatant liquid. Understand? You can pour out the supernatant liquid carefully into another vessel, leaving behind the sediment. In the laboratory, you may pour out the liquid using a glass rod to avoid spilling. This process is called decantation. Understand? So we have to study about sediment decantation. What is sedimentation and what sedimentation and decantation? See, we have a this is a glass jar, something like this. We have a jug. We can say that it is a jug. Consider it as a jug. Understand? Jug. And what happens in that jug? A liquid is placed here. Understand? Water is placed over here. Understand? This is water. Understand? Water. And what we will do? If we will place sand on it. Sand means matti. मट्टी को अगर हम पानी के अंदर डाल दें इस जग के अंदर, what happens when we will place sand on this jug? What happens? It will mix with the molecules, particles of water. It will mix with the particle of the particle. Understand? So what happens when we will place that sand in the jug containing water? What happens? The molecules of water will start mixing with the sand particles. Understand? But if we will keep it undisturbed for 10 minutes, understand? If we will keep it undisturbed for 10 minutes, means we do not have to disturb it, undisturbed. Understand? What we will observe? We will observe that sand particles will settle down. Why? Because sand particles are actually solid particles, and solid particles are heavier than the water particles. Understand? Sand particles are heavier than the water particles, so they start settling down. So they will settle down. Understand? What happens? They will settle down. See in this diagram. This is water. Understand? And what you will see that here, what happens? That sand will settle down here. Understand? That sand will settle down here. You all have seen that. You all know that. Understand? That sand will settle down over here. Understand? And what happens? When it will settle down, liquid will be kept. Liquid will be above, and that sand will be at bottom. Understand? So this is known as, that sand is known as sediment. This is known as sediment. Understand? This is known as sediment. Understand? And that liquid which is above that sediment, the liquid which is above sediment is known as supernatant. Supernatant liquid. Understand? Supernatant liquid. Understand? So what happens? This is known as process of sedimentation. This is known as process of sedimentation, in which what happens first, if a solid particle is mixes with the liquid particle and it will allow to not disturb for a while, what happens, that solid particle, because of its heavy weight, will settle down in the liquid containing that vessel. Understand? So this process is known as sedimentation, and that solid particles is known as sediment, and the liquid which is above that sediment is known as supernatant liquid. Now what we will do? We can separate that liquid out in another vessel. Understand? We can separate it out by pouring it from this jug to that vessel slowly. What happens? If you will pour that water slowly to that jug, what happens? It will settle down. It will remain settled down. And what happens? We can separate most part of the liquid from the sediment. Understand? So that process is known as distillation. Understand? Decantation. That process is known as decantation. Understand? Decantation means process of separating the supernatant liquid. Process of separating the supernatant liquid from the sediment is known as decantation. Process of separating supernatant liquid process of separating supernatant liquid from sediment process of separating supernatant liquid from sediment is known as known as decantation. Is known as decantation. Understand? That means what we have done? We had separate liquid on another vessel and that sediment on another vessel. Is known as decantation. What is sedimentation? Both will be on the same vessel, but sediment will be settled down and the liquid will be above that sediment. This process is known as sedimentation, and process of separating that sediment liquid from the sediment is known as decantation. Understand? So that you will now these three process of separating the mixture I have explained. First one is sieving. I have explained properly that what we have a mess. On that mess, holes, small holes. No, I have told that pores and holes are same. Small holes are on that mess. And what happens when we will place a mixture over on that mess, and when we will shake it like this, what happens? That small tiny particles, finer particle will get down. Understand? And those bigger particles will remain on the mess. Understand? By this we can separate impurities from the mixture. Like flour means atta. You will have seen in the house, in your own house, that your mother is sieving that flour to separate the impurities so that we can eat impurity less flour. Understand? So that is the first process. Second, we have studied about what? Magnetic separation. What I have explained, that we have a china dish, a container on which what happens? A mixture of sulfur and iron particles, iron fillings are added on that china dish. Understand? That means on that china dish we have a mixture of sulfur and iron particles. Now what we have done? We have taken a bar magnet and we will place that bar magnet in the china dish containing those sulfur and iron particle as a mixture. What we will find? We will observe that the tiny particles of iron, what happens? Will get cling to the bar magnet. That means get attracted to the bar magnet. It will get cling on the bar magnet, because of which we can separate iron particles from the sulfur. So this is also a process of separation known as magnetic separation. Third, we have studied about sedimentation or decantation. Sedimentation and decantation are almost same. Understand? First we will do sedimentation, after that we can have decantation. Sedimentation is what? That a vessel containing liquid, and on that liquid